Lil here, Lonnie here,
Yo.
special guest in the building, Yo G here,
Yo.
Yo G Raps, true, word. But we in here, man.
Yeah.
SMH Pod, episode 52 in the building.
Yeah, word.
Word. We did a show, probably like a couple weeks ago, called the Black Power event, hosted by Shania, Standout 9 on IG. And shout out to her, man. Word is born. It was a dope ass show. Shout out to you. You feel me? You do your thing. A lot of people was on the docket, and we performed and all that. And I just want to get into like the night and like how that was and stuff.
I ain't gonna hold you. That night was mad, like crazy. I was doing mad shit. I was in the city. I popped out to like 2 different pop-ups. I was at the Rotten Island. Shout out Rotten Island, by the way. They used to have a record store on Stanwicks over in Bushwick. And like they had moved their shit into Lambs on Orchard Street, and it was like celebrating their little first, like true event there at the new spot and bringing it in. And it was fire, but like it was like some confliction with my man's type shit. Like we was waiting for him and all that. I ended up getting there late. Like it was mad hectic. And then I found out that I couldn't really get nobody in because the cap space. But niggas ended up like vibing crazy, no cap.
Nah, that's what's up. Shout out to them, man. Word. Shout out to anybody who's giving a platform for artists. First of all,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Shania really went crazy.
She really did. It was her second event that I've been to.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Her first one, Deani performed, Tafari performed, and apologize to whoever else I forgot who did perform, but it was a dope night. You know what I'm saying? It was on the rooftop too. You feel me?
Might have went to that. I'm not sure. Was that a Thwap event?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. But yeah.
Oh, was it name
Yeah, Thwap Media.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Also giving a platform for artists.
Facts.
But yeah, that night was cool, yo. That shit was dope, man. We talked about it before on the pod, like your performance and shit, and like the tracks you got into. You know what I'm saying? It was really spitting.
Oh yeah, I peeped the little the segment you had sent. That shit had me weak, no cap.
Oh, bro, we be on this shit, bro. I done been we done broke down Mike album on here. We done we show love to like artists that's grassroots and that's really
Type shit.
You feel me? But
I like that track.
yeah, bro. That shit was cool, man. That shit was dope as hell, bro. I don't know what other words I could say to describe it.
Yeah.
I just want to perform more. Like I'm in a space where I just want to create and be around people who want to support creatives. I want to be around like stages and sound design right now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you feel me? So yeah, definitely shout out Naya for giving us that space too.
Right.
But yeah, anything else y'all want to get into from that night before we move on?
Shout out the teacher that
John Medicine.
John Medicine was his name?
Yeah, John Medicine.
Yeah, where he went crazy. Bless him with the spot.
No, for sure. We're gonna go into something I wanted to talk about today. Was how y'all feel about the term underground. A lot of people feel like it's restricting, or it marginalizes people, artists. How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, low key, I feel like niggas that's actually in it not even really paying any mind. Like, underground might be a term that niggas like I'll use it type shit, or like I'm pretty sure other people use it. Can't really speak for niggas, but like I don't think it really defines niggas' music to an extent. Like everybody make fire music type shit, and they got the potential to do what they do, but media just like control type shit. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, the media definitely blocks and like tries to control shit. Where it's a lot of politics.
Yeah, it's a lot of politics.
Yeah. I definitely agree because like for me it's like underground is like underpaid. You know what I'm saying? Like we not trying to be underground. You know what I mean? Like we
I mean, but well, what you done?
no like
Or you,
well like my point would be like we're not trying to like be underground and be this type of like sound. We're just trying to like do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of my point. What you was gonna get into?
low key, like, because the internet is here though, it's like you could be underground, but you can still get your shit off and get your bread, have your little cult fan base or your little corner of people that really fuck with you type shit. So like, niggas is grateful for that, for real.
Yeah, no cap.
Yeah.
No cap. I always like looked up to artists that like who not they don't have to be independent, but the ones that have like a fan base, like I spoke about J. Cole, like that's powerful to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't say like I'm performing. He just said I'm gonna be in New York. We ain't know what he was doing.
Type shit.
Like it could have been a meet and greet or some shit.
Word.
But he came through location and it was lit. You know what I'm saying? Like having enough people enough people support your message and come together for one thing, and that one thing mostly be fly. Like $1 in a Dream is a cool concept, bro. Like he's speaking to people like in college. He's speaking to people that just don't got it, but have ambition. Like that's a broad statement. I feel like the less the more inclusive you try to be about your message and your music, the more people gonna rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like niggas who gatekeep. Like I don't gatekeep anything. I don't think that's cool. You know what I mean? Like if you learn something, like each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? Like our mom, like my man's mom. Like I sat with him.
Shout out Mon the Chef.
Shout out Mon the Chef. Sat with him while he engineered everything and cooked up everything. You know what I'm saying? And like my mans would really like tell us what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's love. That's shit that you could go on with for like years. You know what I'm saying? Like Romez, my man's Romez. When I picked up the camera, like he pulled me to the side and he's like, "Yo, I like the way you use the rule of thirds." And I'm like, "Bro, what is that?"
Yeah.
I'm like, what's that? Word. He's like, "Bro, you don't realize in all your pictures you're using the rule of thirds." I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "In photography, you separate a picture like in 3 equal parts. And in those 3 equal parts, you want to have something for the eye to see. Like, you don't want to have it empty. So you basically, like, you use the canvas to full maximization,
Type shit.
to the best place the eye could go." And he showed me this. And he's like, "Yo, you're doing it subconsciously."
Yeah, it's something you just do automatically, like with your angles type shit.
And he's like, "You're doing that." He's like, "You're on the right path, bro. Like, look up the things as well. But you're using this." And I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. You know what I mean? Like, other niggas would have been like, "Yo, I had a camera first. This nigga Lou picked up a camera, but I'm here. Why he not asking me to shoot film?"
Type shit.
But the fact that he showed love instead, that goes a long way too. So
Also, like, niggas be gay. Sometimes, like, he could have, like, been scared. Like, in a situation, he could have been scared of you type shit. Like, oh, this nigga's wildin'. Like, I can't really tell him nothing. Like, he gonna try to surpass me or something like that. Like, it be niggas out here that really think like that. But shit crazy.
that's why, like, in the album, niggas say, "Keep me away from the pessimistic." You know what I'm saying? And that's something, like, niggas is really trying to, like, live by. Is like, yo, like, if you see, like, pessimistic people, stay away from them. If they're a pessimistic person that you care about, let them know that they're being pessimistic. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the Dame Dash interview on All the Smoke. You seen that? Seen that, Lonnie?
Nah, I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
So,
I gotta tap into a lot.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
bro. So Dame does some Dame magic shit on this shit. Some real like G shit. So he's sitting with Stephen Jackson and Matt Barnes, and he asked Steven Jackson. All right, Steven Jackson. Is it?
Yes, Steve.
Okay, Steven Jackson. He asks him, what's your dream? And he's like, I'm living my dream, right? Because I'm doing a podcast and it's doing its thing. And he's like, okay, cool, you accomplished that. That's dead. Now, what's your dream right now? And then he goes, yo, I want to be an actor. So Dame is like, okay, so what stopped you from doing your dream? And then like Jax is like thinking about a whole bunch of reasons as to why he can't, right? That's the first thing that's coming out of his mouth. And Dame is like, nah, fuck that, bro. You could be an actor. You making excuses. And then he's like, man, it's not that easy. What are you talking? It's not that easy. My nigga Dame gets up. He says it's not that easy. I bet. Watch. He gets up from the seat. He goes behind the camera. And he's like, okay, in this scene, and he's talking to Matt and Jax. He's like, in this scene, I want you to act like you and Matt are arguing over a girl. 3, 2, 1, go. And this nigga Jax starts acting his ass off.
Jeez. God damn.
Acting his ass off. Yo, why you ain't telling me you sleep on her, bro? Like really going in on this scene, bro. And then my nigga goes, all right, I'm cut. And he's like, all right, cool, you just accomplished your dream. My nigga Jax like, what are you talking about? But he's like, fuck that, you just accomplished your dream. It's that you have what you need to do that. And I was like, yo, that's fly. That's some real Dame Dash shit.
Yeah.
Word. Shout out Dame.
Shit for real. No count.
Do it yourself attitude type shit. You need that going up, like just growing throughout things. I mean, anything you even do, life in general.
Like a lot of
Do it yourself.
Like a lot of niggas you can't rely on type shit. You really gotta go out there, hit the field sometimes, and make that beat or shoot that video or be that person that's gonna promote your music or do this and do that.
For real. Like Kim K said, get the fuck up and work.
Yeah. See that movie, yo.
She was wild.
Yeah, she was bugging.
They ain't never gonna let her hear the end of that one.
Nah,
She
for
was
sure.
bugging.
Yo, you said promotion. We can get into that. So like I was talking about earlier, like being an artist and also being a promoter for your music at the same time, or like an artist for whatever, just being a promoter for your paintings. And, you know, I'm saying pushing it out there and going into that mode. Just some of the differences from creating what you create. So I just wanted y'all to get into that a little bit.
I mean, low key, my first take on it is like, it be feeling like I be having to manage like 8 different personalities on some shit. So like, I'm emailing or like submitting to like blogs or whatever, or curators and shit. I gotta use like business language, or like I gotta not make myself sound interesting, but package the email a certain way to where like niggas, if they even look at it, they like, alright, I'm like professional type shit.
Professional type shit.
So like, and then you got, I don't really think it like falls under the umbrella, but like, I've been like beatless for a while, and then like my first couple projects, I had to buy like, I didn't really have a producer that would like really send me beats. So most of my, like the first 2 projects are mostly YouTube beats.
Okay.
Like I bought all them shits, the licenses and shit. So I posted on Spotify and I own it and all that. And then it got to a point where I was like, nah, I can't. Like I was low key moving a little pack to try and get this like album out.
Yeah, I feel you.
So like,
I can relate to that.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta get right, download Ableton. And low key, you gotta learn how to finesse too, cause like I got my whole setup kinda for free. Like my laptop, speakers, mic, all that. I got it off of Amazon, but I said income type shit. So like,
I hear that.
secret sauce.
But no, that's tough. And sometimes like it don't be as expensive as people think. You know what I'm saying? Like
True that. Sometimes you don't even gotta pay that much.
you could and you could budget yourself out like.
I focus with water.
Yeah.
I think I got a couple of extra
So,
and some wires.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, they be getting candy in the box and shit.
shout out to y'all, man. Word. Taking care of the artists out here. You feel me? But yeah, what about you, man? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I hate that shit. I hate going on socials and doing all that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is like you know what I'm trying to do, but like it's annoying because for me, I be looking at it myself, like when I'm warning, like other people try to promote to me, I'm like, damn, I really, like I'm not trying to even do it, but yeah, bro, that shit, it sucks.
It come with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think like for myself, like I just try like 'cause I love the creative part of it, like just making the shit. So like I just try to get creative with the way like I push it out too. I'm saying like
That helps. That shit.
word, like just do it the way you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Freak it how you freak it. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it. I've been back on my Tumblr blog, like making my Tumblr blog back active. You know what I'm saying? My little brother like, yo, why you not just posting it on? I was like, nah, I'm just sending a link to my Tumblr of the thing that I want to say instead of posting the thing I want to say.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. And the people who do actually like take their time out and go to that link, you know what I'm saying? They might tap in, you know, when the song drop or whatever, when the project drop. So it's just little things like that to see like who's really engaged with you. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna follow you over to a platform like Bandcamp. Shout out to Bandcamp.
Yeah, for Bandcamp.
You know what I'm saying? We
Shout out Bandcamp.
mad love for y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So holla at us, boy. We trying to get sponsors out. We not playing with it. You know, keep it going like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be.
Y'all ever like be tired of having to eat? Like eating started to become like a chore or some shit, like a job. Like I be eating and shit, but like sometimes just the act of chewing and the process of it and the thought of it, that shit be fucking with me low key. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but like.
Yeah, you could blend your shit. You drink like
Nah, it's not even that.
Smoothies,
Smoothies is fire too, but like, just the process of consuming is just kind of annoying at times. It's not annoying, it just be a lot sometimes. Like, I don't know. Like, I was just eating a big ass taco, and it was just like, damn, my nigga, just chewing this shit for that long, pause, like.
A week.
And just like, yo, my nigga, can I like finish already?
Yeah, you know you burn calories eating this shit too, right?
I didn't even know that.
You done do it, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's funny you bring up eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely been thinking about that. Like I've been eating less. I've been like doing intermittent fasting because I'm trying to like shed some weight, like for the summertime and shit. So I'm definitely been more conscious about like, you know, what I'm eating. My pop's definitely been telling me like, yo, like, no more chicken, because he ain't doing chicken, he ain't doing meat and shit.
Crazy right now.
So, and you know, my pops put down cigarettes for me in 2006. Because me and my brother kept bugging him. We kept seeing the commercials and shit. And we like, yo, stop smoking cigarettes. And he stopped. And now, the next thing he doing is meat. So, shout out to my pops, man, because you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they just trying to live a long time, word. So, that's the decision he making. And, you know, I think I could follow that. I know I could follow that. You know what I'm saying? And it's in due time and shit, you know?
That's fine.
Word. But I do got what I wanted to get into next. The creation of No Label.
Oh, yeah?
Word, the collective y'all got going, you know what I'm saying? When did you get into that and like and how that started up and stuff?
Alright, so boom. I was on the gram and then I found my son James. I was looking through my story views. I caught myself doing that, I ain't gonna lie. But I seen him and then I checked through his profile and I seen he was making beats and he was fire. And then we chopping it up and shit. And come to surface, my son moved to New York and shit, you know. So like, he moved to New York, and then we chopping it up. Low key niggas made like some slaps off of it. Connection was genuine. My son was mad cool. And then he introduced me to his son Peyton, and then we chopping it up. But little did I know, niggas knew my son to marry, and my son to marry I found on the gram too. He like laced me with some beats soon as he met him. and he the one that made the beat to No Excuse. He made Entree, he made Relish, and he made a couple joints I got that's unreleased that's coming out soon. But
Word, shout out to him, yo.
word. And then we got Izzy. So it's like that was the first 5. And Izzy used to, you remember the Brooklyn Coffee House, right?
Yeah.
How we would like host open mics and shit. And my son Izzy would come to the open mics, but he said he would like never approach me because I don't like, not to sound condescending, but I guess like you know how niggas be with the rapping and shit.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
Just like
ego,
how you said,
a lot of ego comes with rap.
Yeah, all that shit. So like, I caught him on the gram, and he was making fire beats too, so I hit him up. And then it's crazy how we all just ended up knowing each other. Then we started linking up, and then there was this one day we was smoking on the roof, and we was trying to like really get a name for this shit. Once we decided we just gonna go crazy. And then like after 10 minutes, I was like, it's gonna come. And then I was like, no label. Because we was talking about like how we was really just trying to do us with this music shit. And like everybody trying to box niggas, or everybody always just wanted to put something in the box or like put a label on something or whatever. Yeah. So I was just like, fuck it, we gonna be no label. And my son Nas, the newest member, that nigga is OD nice. But
shout out to Nas, word.
Shout out Nas for real.
Word.
That nigga be spitting, and he like record. That nigga is like really talented for real. And yeah, that's about it. No label gang, you know.
Nah, that's tough. That's tough.
We out here wilding. We got some shit.
You go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I want to talk about like ego death. And I'll share an experience I had maybe like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying, over the summer. And this is the summer where everything was going on. You know what I'm saying, like politically and things, and you know, in Minnesota and things like of that sort. So like, yeah, just over that summer, like being there and protesting, going back and forth, to West 4th, just being, you know, them nights in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Like I had an ego death, you know what I'm saying, where like a lot of the things I prioritized before didn't like matter as much to me as much as for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt a lot of like gratitude from that experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just that's what I felt like. There's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like acceptance over a lot of shit I was tripping about. And yeah, that was cool. It was dope. You know what I'm saying?
I think my shit was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I ain't gonna hold you. The way this pandemic been hitting, because it hit me crazy once you said like that shit was 2 years ago. Like all this shit just been one like clip for real. This shit is so crazy. Like my sense of time is completely warped. But my shit happened however long ago. I was probably like 18. I'm 21 now, so 3 years ago. I'll be 22 this year. So yeah. Niggas was low key. That trip, I had like a good trip, a bad trip, and an ego death in the same like in like 7 hours or some shit.
Yeah.
Like it started when me and my niggas was in my room. We all took the shrooms and we was watching this. We was watching Vice. You ever seen Vice City by XXX Tentacion? And how it's like the Vice City game. It's like a screenshot.
Nah, but we're going.
Like the cover, the cover art of that shit. Yeah, the cover art of that shit. Yeah.
Oh, it's like
it's like
GTA
a taxi or some
inspired
shit driving. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a literal thing in GTA.
Okay.
Like, so niggas see the taxi and shit. Niggas tapped into the music or whatever, and we just watching this shit, and it was like I don't even think it was 30 minutes since niggas took the shrooms, but we all just zoomed into it, and then for me, I don't know about them, shit started like fucking moving, like we was playing GTA, like I'm driving.
Like the pictures moving and shit.
Like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then the song ended and then everybody just quiet, and I'm like, yo, did niggas see that shit too, and then niggas is like, yo.
Oh, nah.
So that's when the shit started busting. We started listening to mad music. I mean, watching mad music videos and shit. You know, my son Shamar, shout out Shamar, he like, yo, we gotta go outside. And we go outside, yo, bro, the moon.
Yeah, it's always better to be outside. Where
the full moon is out, air feeling great. Niggas went to the store. I made a song about this shit too. It's like bad old. But then like come to the end of the trip, my cousin gets up first, and then my son Cash, he just got up and left, and then immediately the vibe switched. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Why did he do that? And then everybody just leaving one by one, and the shit kind of just started like getting a little weird.
it works, yeah.
Then we start, me and my son Michael here now, and we watching YouTube videos, and then this one this one video just tripped me out. It was like some little people falling into the shadow of some big ass nigga or some shit, and it was like on some cycle shit. And then I went into like a spiral. I was on mad, no cap, like making all these connections just because everything is one, and I just couldn't stop doing it. I was like, what the fuck? And then I eventually calmed down. And then when I woke up, I just felt like completely new with like 3 different lessons. And it was like everything is one. We always in the cycle.
We're always in a cycle.
And we always waiting for something to happen, type shit.
Always waiting for something to happen.
And then like ever since then, I really just didn't like. Not saying that I wasn't ever like trying to pull strings. Like I always do me type shit. That shit made doing me a lot easier.
Okay,
Shit.
I understand.
And not getting too caught up in the outer web of things.
Nah, for sure. I think that was something we was talking about a couple pods. Not too long ago, but just staying true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like with the shit that you put out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like music, whatever. Like just being true to yourself and not letting too much outside influences influence you. You know what I'm saying? Because the world can raise you if you let it. You know, the world can change you if you let it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's important, staying true to yourself. And that's a theme that runs along in the music too.
Yeah.
And this shit is subconscious. You feel me? Like I told you about like subconsciously with the photography. Same thing with the music, bro. When I hear like old songs I made, it's like I'm trying to tell myself something. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's speak a lot of this shit into reality.
And then when you learn the lesson, it's like that's so like fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why I always try to tell people like be intentional with their art, and try to say a message, good or bad or whatever it is, but like be clear in your intent. You know what I'm saying?
Intention is like the first step. Intention should be everybody's first step, low key.
So to music, you think?
Yeah.
So like, what's the process for you? 'Cause I know like you make beats. Sometimes like you have your man's beats. So like what's the process of like a track for you?
Low key, I just be writing on some shit. Like I'll be angry, and another thing, like I'll be angry writing something, and then I'll record it, and it'll be hard to record because like I wasn't as angry as I was when I wrote it. So like the shit not as fresh, but I still end up getting it off. As far as like the process, like I don't know, like I'll tell you the process of this big project that I've been working on. Like I just been like letting things come to me, like living life type shit.
Yeah.
And then I'll like hear something and I'll be like, alright, that's gonna be the title. This is gonna be that for the title, blah blah blah. And then like I'll hear beats here and there, and off rip, the title had like a certain vibe that I wanted to give off. So once I heard the beat, it's like, alright, cool, that's gonna be for that. And then as the ideas become cohesive, I start writing to the tracks and shit. And then as they get finished, I order them.
Okay. So you think project first? Like you think like as term of...
Not really. I was just using the project as an example. I really like. I don't know. I kind of just be doing whatever. Like, I got a couple of singles I plan on dropping soon. Singles with like videos or whatever. Like I don't really got a tactic to how I make music. Shit kind of just be happening. But it does end up becoming a cohesive thing. So
for
it's
sure.
just something that be happening type shit.
Sure.
You listen to music while you're creating?
Like, do I listen to other music?
Yeah.
Yeah, here and there. I mean, for the most part, I low-key be listening to music like all the time. Like, this is not even a flex for real, because there's some niggas with like 10,000 songs in their library. But I got like 3,000, and I'm constantly just looking for new shit, or just like sample digging or whatever. So like, I take influence from a lot of things. I take influence from movies or cartoons or shit I see in real life. Whatever. To answer your question, yeah. But,
Okay. I learned that like for me like for processing albums and for music that resonates with me, like a single's cool, like a single will get my attention, but the artists that like that I'll pull up on, you know what I'm saying, if they give me a day notice that they'll be somewhere, is like the ones that have a strong project. I feel like I always resonate like with a project first, and then it goes from there. Like, you know what I'm saying. So like, as far as my art, like I'll be thinking of a bigger picture, and I'll break it down into a bunch of small parts. You know what I'm saying. But like, you always keep the bigger picture in mind, though. You know what I'm saying. Like how to package it after. You know what I'm saying.
yeah. Like everything just comes and then you put it in art.
True word. But some artists don't listen to other music while they record because they feel like it could influence the music, for one. For two, comparison is, the thief of joy, you know what I'm saying? And while you're making music, you know what I'm saying, it's not good to compare with, shit that's out as well. You know what I'm saying? So like I also understand artists that be like, nah, I don't. But what I like to do, is listen to different styles of music. So like reggae, I'll put reggae in. I love Afrobeat, bro. I love Afrobeat. Shout out Rima, feel me? If you're in the city, come to the podcast. Gotta see you. But he's an Afrobeat artist. I'm saying that. Like anytime I'm in the car, the sun's out, like it feels. You know what I'm saying? That shit just makes you feel good, bro. Like it's great vibration.
Yeah.
So like I love listening to other styles of music before I come in and record and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
and then,
get you in the vibe type shit.
Yeah, word. Some of my best verses, hip hop verses, come from listening to like a whole nother style of music, I swear to God.
Type
Bro.
shit.
Really?
Yeah. Whatever it is to get you in that headspace type shit. Like I be going on walks and all that when I listen to music and shit. Like sitting in the park. I ain't gonna hold you, riding in the park is fire. Like just taking inspiration in, taking in the vibes. And then always, like I said, like your intent, like you always gonna get what you want off as long as your focus is that song or like the theme of that song and go with it type shit. Or at least that's how it worked to me, something like that.
True word though.
I don't really like I be trying to watch what I say because I don't like speaking for myself. I mean speaking for other niggas because it be kind of rude sometimes. But
yeah, I think you told me that pre-pod. That's the first time I ever heard like you say that. Like, and I'm just like, that's cool though. That's cool.
Like it's just I'm a mindful nigga type shit. So I try not to step on niggas' toes.
I'm a quotable nigga, right? So like the type of comedy I consume is quotables. So when I come on the pod, like I always like to speak from a perspective of someone else saying some wild shit to cover myself that I'm not saying the wild shit. I'm just saying the wild shit that this hypothetical person might be saying.
Use the vibe real quick.
You know what I'm saying? So like I definitely can't relate. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like speaking for other people, but like that's definitely something to be mindful of. Is how bad that person might be, think. And also I've said things like just being funny, like to like a shorty, like I'll be like, there's something crazy, and she'll be like, why would you think I would think that? So like, no, why would your mind go to me doing the most crazy shit? You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But yeah, yo, Yeah, I wanted to get into some controversy that's been going on too. Before we finish today, with the Grammys, they called.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I'm tight. I was outside. I missed that.
Hmm,
I didn't even know.
I mean, it's nothing hot. You know what I'm saying? You can watch clips, bro.
True that.
You know,
And, you know, just seeing it live. I don't watch TV like that, so when I do, it'd be kind of cool. Like,
I feel you. You should watch AEW.
what's AEW?
AEW, All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, I'm crying.
Warriors
Yo, my
Ball.
man's be watching that shit.
Tell you, watch that shit on Wednesdays live. You'll have a great time, bro.
How you gonna really disrespect WWE like that? Like, they didn't just pull off WrestleMania,
Yo.
the biggest show.
Yo, bro, but
Yo,
AEW had an
son.
ROH show. They be cool, bro. And no tribalism in wrestling. That's funny. Watch whatever you watch, but AEW is fly.
I
If
seen
you watch
some
it
funny
looking
ass-
for some live shit.
I seen some funny ass clip. It was like, I think it was Vince McMahon and Stone Cold. They was wrestling and shit. And he hit him with the Stone Cold Stunner.
He could barely even do it.
Still.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That shit was like, damn, these niggas is old.
Nah, no
Cap,
cap.
Tom be flying for real. Tom be flying, but it really don't. Like Tom flies, but this 21 years I've been living has been very long. No cap. Shit, I've been experiencing every moment.
Word. I feel the same way.
By the second, should be dragging. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a cool ride.
In fact,
Just throwing it out there.
Especially when you sit back and just for me, just
Like, look at it all. It's like, damn. It's sometimes be hitting me that niggas is still in real life on some shit. Like the switch of the real world for me was crazy because like I turned 18 and then like I was making music and shit and I kind of knew where I wanted to go with it, but it wasn't looking like it was gonna pick up crazy or anything. I was just doing it because I wanted to. And then like it came to a point where I was like really dolly for like a couple summers, and then like I just met my son Chris, and after I met Chris, I started like beating mad other niggas and just tapping into the world outside of my home and outside of the niggas I know on social media, and this shit is crazy. Like, shit hit you like a train.
so what? I try to think, like, you know, like just being appreciative. You know what I'm saying? Like, of, like, even the good and bad shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, like people who done me harm, like, in the past, like, me and my little brother usually laugh about it. Like, people who did us crazy. Like we not shit and plotting revenge. We be like, yo, you remember when son? I remember your word. I remember when son did me like that. That son of a bitch word. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it don't be like nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you gotta laugh, you know, laugh shit off too.
Because it's like, yo, niggas is here right now, talking, having that talk. Niggas is doing this podcast right now. After all this shit we went through. Shit is great.
He's just present, bro.
Shit be dragging, I'm telling you, yo.
He's just present. But what do y'all think about the Grammys calling Virgil Abloh a hip hop fashion designer?
I think you butchered his name one. I think you fucked that up. I don't know how to say his last name either.
I think it's Ablo.
Virgil
Abloh.
Abloh.
I've heard Ablo. I've heard Ablo. I don't know.
Yeah, but Virgil, yeah. So what did you think he should have been his title then when they were announcing? Because I mean,
Artist,
not hip hop.
designer, fashion
Is
designer.
the hip hop part is where you
Okay, yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from with the hip hop. It's kind of like
undermining it.
it's kind of like the urban like term.
Yeah.
Like that's another reason why I don't really like getting into labels because that shit be offensive on some shit.
Yeah, all that.
Like even like how you said grassroots. Like mad niggas be trying to box the underground or the boom bap or the niggas be like the Earl rap and the Mike
I
rap
hate that,
and all
yeah, I
that.
hate
Like that
I
shit
hate
is
that.
just the boxing is just you shouldn't do it.
I hate that. And I hate that when everybody make a song, when anybody make a song like with a type of BPM and they rap it at a pace, motherfuckers is like, oh, he sounds like Earl. And I love Earl, bro, but it's like he comes from a school of MF Doom, and that's coming from a school, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, it keeps, you know what I'm saying, it keeps trickling down back. You know what I'm saying? So like, even though like that might be a style, you know what I'm saying, that he, you know what I'm saying, was champion, he may even be past that sound that got him hot. You know what I'm saying? In some cases. But it comes to a place where niggas is like, you this artist or you that, and it's like, nah, bro, I'm just me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm chilling. Like,
word. Like, but I mean,
yeah,
how that go. It's all marketing, bro, and you just gotta be careful with, you know, the words that niggas use. Well, let me not say niggas, but the word that the media uses to describe us. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't be fair in most cases, but you know, regardless, we gonna ball because we building our own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like your collective, like most high, like the SMH podcast. You wanna hear what's going on? Tap into this. You don't gotta tap into what they telling you. You know what I'm saying? This is the Negro League. Word is born, I mean, like. We're building it ourselves, so that's how we giving it up, man. Today was cool, you know what I'm saying? We gonna sign out probably with some tunes, probably with some tracks, you know what I'm saying? Type beats. Some Louis type beats. Yo, G type beat.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?